Hello everyone, my name is JoshTGS. Welcome to a 2b2tPE video where I am with ft.Poplop, and he'll be talking about the Ban Shulker Controversy and what has happened up until this point. So ft.Poplop, say something?
Hello?
Okay, so how were these materials of destruction created?
Alright, well, it started a little bit ago. Me and Sauron Gaming, we were gonna start a project to see if we could place down illegal items. And we wanted to place down a spawner, which currently are illegal to place on 2B. And so the idea was to overload a chunk so that the game wouldn't register placing down illegal items. And that was the idea. And then so we were debating on how to do it. And a bit earlier, Sauron had created a spam trident, which is a trident that had letters tens of thousands of letters long. And every time he would kill someone with it, it would show up in chat like so and so was killed by this, and then it would just completely lag the game. There were so many letters. So it was his idea that we would put them in shulkers and then just dupe them and see if that would overload the game. And yeah, it did. Like every time you even touched it in your inventory, your game would just spike for like 3 seconds and you couldn't move or anything. And then so it took so long to duplicate them, and at that time there was an enchanting table dupe where you would basically put an empty shulker in and replace it with a full one. And then with that process, I got a whole shulker full within like 10 minutes, and then the second I finished, I was just like, my game crashed. And then it took me like 20 tries to rejoin. And then I realized, well, I was trying to make something else, and I made this, which was pretty cool. So this was the first prototype. I called it a crash shulk. And it could be dropped on anyone. I have an iPad Pro, so it's pretty powerful. Like it can survive a bit. So after you crash once, you're fine to hold it. And you can just drop it on anyone, and especially people with like weaker devices. It takes a lot of time for them to join in. So I wanted to see if I could upgrade this at all to make something more powerful, and so I ended up duping 27 of these shulkers. I crashed many times, like I think at 7 plus times, and then I put them all into one shulker, and then I got banned myself. And then Master Luke had to clear my inventory to get back into the game. And then I went through a long process of remaking it, and I got lucky that I didn't get banned myself. And I realized to pick them up, like it really affected me when I picked it up into my inventory from the ground. So what I had to do is I had to mine the shulker into a hopper and then just place it in my inventory from there so I wouldn't get banned. And then, so the shulker, which had shulkers inside it with a hopper glitch. So it was one shulker with 27 shulkers filled with spam tridents. And then just so much information dropped on anyone would instantly ban them. So much that they would have to get their player data reset by Master Luke, who is the owner of the server.
Wow, that is very interesting. So how does this lead up to the events and the group that has recently uprised to take down Vespid? And
well, I guess it evolved a lot from there. But Kami Comrade, and Powerbow, and there were a few others at the time. It's Freezy, and it was mostly led by Powerbow and Kami, and they just hated the fact that I made it. They made multiple threats to destroy the Ban Shulkers, or they would attack me. And I just for the most part, just ignored them, which, I don't know, it may or may not have backfired, but, yeah, that's pretty much it. Kami just got really mad at me and ended up blowing up a bunch of Nova bases, which is the old name of Vespid.
So, do the Ban Shulkers still exist?
Well, so no, because I actually helped Master Luke patch them, and so I still have Ban Shulker artifacts, but they don't work at all. It's just like tridents without any names and unenchanted.
Wow,
but
that
there might
is...
still be other ways
Oh,
to make them. I don't really know.
okay.
Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I duplicated 2 of the Ban Shulkers in my inventory, and by doing that, I could crash the server whenever I wanted, and it would take a while for it to reboot. So I did that once, and no one could rejoin for a long time until Master League fixed it. I had to get all my player data reset so I could log back in myself even after it was fixed. And then I did it one more time after Kami blew up all the Nova vaults.
That is a lot. That is a lot. So these weapons were very powerful, and you held yourself in restraint to using them for evil. You were just basically testing them, right?
Right. I mean, I made like a deal with myself. I was never gonna use them, even if like I really dislike someone, because that's just a bad move, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not that kind of guy. I threw a bunch of crash shulkers on people just to troll them, but I wasn't gonna ban anyone, even if they were like attacking me. But I made like threats in chat saying like, yo, I have ban shulkers in my inventory. If you kill me, then you get banned.
Okay.
And that's why Kami got mad and stuff.
That makes sense. So, that basically concludes all of this, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and you could join the BestVid Discord in the description if you want. And make sure to share the video. See you guys next time. Goodbye!